Okay, here we go. It's not showing me the line yet, but no. You know how YouTube is, so
Yep.
I'll have to keep refreshing it until. Oh no, here it is. Oh, and it sent me the notification right away.
Cool.
That's unusual.
Cool.
Okay. Alright, you are the star of the show. Go ahead and give you your thumbs up. I'm going to test the chat room.
What you put?
I put down, I like the smell of Bigfoot beard oil.
Bigfoot beard oil.
Yeah, it's just stuff you can buy.
Yeah.
For your beard.
Yeah, there's Bigfoot soap now.
Yeah, they're the same guys that make it. They're the same guys. They're a small little company.
That guy's so in your face at the end, like every YouTube ad, every YouTube ad lately has been Bigfoot. You say they're good stuff? That guy didn't steer me wrong before.
But all the smells are like just anything that you can kind of picture that's like what I would call manly, outdoorsy smells, like pine. You know, like when you're out. Picture like being out camping in the woods. Those type of smells, you know, charcoal.
He's the guy that used to do the Dollar Shave Club commercials.
Oh yeah.
And I use the Dollar Shave Club, the shea butter for your face.
Yeah.
That stuff's awesome, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
We might see Travis today.
Really?
Yeah, he left me a message. We just talked back and forth real quick on one of my videos where he said that we said hello and basically was saying that he's feeling better now. Remember I was telling you he was having a problem with his kidney stone?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, and then I said I was telling you about I had that problem with the kidney stone, and you're like, oh yeah, that was hurt. So yeah, he's all back on track now. So you could see him pop in any Wednesday. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna try. I didn't film as you'll recall, I didn't film last week, but I swear I did a brutality.
No, I never did. I don't do it yet.
I know, but I can't get him to do it now.
Oh no, I could have told Bob. I would have known like in the first couple weeks talking to your month tops if you were like this guy that just bullshits, because you never have any like crazy stories. It's just normal.
It's not like
everybody has a crazy story, but not every single time.
It's not like that one from Geico where they catch the goldfish.
I don't think I've seen that. But
maybe they don't get it. Maybe they don't get it down where you are. But the little girl's like, "Daddy, Daddy, there's a goldfish in the pond, in the lake here," and she's like, "There is no such thing as real gold."
I'm gonna watch it, Bob. I'm gonna watch it. Okay, goldfish, Geico for your boat, or oh no, here's some. Okay, no, I see it. Here it is.
We love ordering sushi, but it was getting expensive, so to save some money...
Looks great, huh?
And we're not real proud of this.
No, we're not.
Have you guys seen Captain Stewie about on Neptune?
Did you look all over the place with your desk? All right.
There's fish, they're in a bowl.
That's not it.
There's an easier way to save. Get online, go to Geico.com, get a quote.
That's not it.
No? With the girl with the goldfish bowl?
No. They were actually, like you said, I think it might be for boat insurance.
Okay, hold on.
Try the boat one.
Family's all together.
Can we switch to Geico, save money on our boat insurance?
How can it get any better than this?
This, Dad, yeah, that's it.
I just caught a goldfish.
There's no goldfish in this lake.
Holy shit, it's gold!
It's pure gold. We're gonna be rich. We're gonna be rich! It only gets better when you switch and save with Geico.
Now what I'm thinking is like that right here, right? You know, all the time. Yeah. Picture, you know, that, but all the time. Yeah, I caught a goldfish, and you'd be like, bullshit, you didn't catch no goldfish.
Okay, so now I know. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And did you see the shit popping out of its mouth? When he was shaking the coins, yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting something. Like, if I was directing it, I was expecting, like, but it didn't happen. I was kind of, like, hoping at the end, like, a giant squid takes her boat down, and the whole theme of the commercial is, you should have got Geico.
You should have got Geico.
That's just the way I would have felt.
I know you would have. You would have made, like... Yeah. You would have made like the Shark Squatch come get him, right?
Something, yeah, or Rob Prices come in.
I'm Rob Prices and I got Geico. Choo choo.
Yeah.
Choo choo.
Yeah, choo choo.
And some shrimp fried rice. And extra.
I'm Rob Prices. I am Geico.
Yeah, but I can eat part of that and like a couple pieces of your chicken. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
But you don't
So,
have so much left over.
anyway.
How does it go down?
Anyway,
Does that sound okay?
now on to phase 2 of the Bob Show.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to do that darn brutality. I'll pick the same exact character I was.
You want me to get something else to go with?
Where you're sitting, you don't have to worry about it, I'm just saying. Where you're sitting, is the computer near you?
Right here. There you go. I can do it. I don't need the computer. I can do it. Okay.
No, that's not why.
Boom. There you go.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Oh, you got the lead
Let me see if it
on
goes.
Fitbit.
Yeah.
Up.
Oh, you can't one-click it?
What?
Won't let you one-click it.
Yeah. Hold that up. Ooh, how's that?
I thought when you put in the chat room, you'd be able to one-click it, and I put my counter on and it won't let me one-click it. That's stupid. Let me see if
I am not the
it
revenue
I'll tell you what you got there.
Bet you fight like her, though.
Yeah.
She has but a shadow of my skill.
Up.
I know you got like 40
Up. Up. Down. Down. Right. Square.
I know. Yeah, you got 41,684 in 3 days. Yeah. Alright, you were moving today. Okay. I'll talk to Brian and then I'll pick up the other day. Okay. Okay, sounds good.
After you get killed, just don't start another match, okay?
Okay.
Or, if you, like, I keep going until you get killed, but... And then I gotta tell you something.
Okay.
Which one are you anyway?
I'm winning.
Okay, I guess that's all that. Oh, are you ever? Oh, jeez. Wow.
There you go. Now let's see if I can fit.
Round 2, fight.
I like stomped her.
Wicked. Some of those moves you're doing literally just want to like kill you. And now you get up and play more.
But you gotta remember too, they're in another dimension.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
Never really looked at it, but yeah, that makes more sense.
You know what I mean? This isn't our dimension. You don't know how another dimension's gonna behave.
Yeah, it could be all different. Oh, that's cool. That was really cool. Wicked. Absolutely wicked. Wow.
Yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed the show there. That way. Not as good as what I do with Johnny, but still. You gotta practice with other characters too. And like it.
Hold up. Hold on a minute. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I get your mom to help you here, but I want you to see something before I forget, because like if you leave, I'll be like, oh no. You know that last video you made with your older comics with Batman and Flash?
Yeah.
Are you able to get your mom to go to that video and click the link I just put on there for you? And that's my most favorite Geico commercial ever.
Okay. Let's see if I can do it by myself.
Okay, I didn't.
Shall we?
And then this is my most favorite Geico commercial I've ever seen. I'll watch your room here in case Travis or somebody pops in and says hello in chat.
Hang on, everybody.
Yeah, just you and me here so far. Nobody knows.
Could you see what Cryptic sent me a link on the last video I just did. He wants me to see this video.
Can it wait just a minute?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can wait long as you can do it before when you log off and you don't say I gotta go and just go.
Yeah.
If you want to
Before we go though, he wants.
That's
All right,
fine.
before we go then. Okay, well, let's go back to the fighting.
All right. It's not. See, it's not signing in.
Okay, we'll just worry about this later. We'll get the fighting going on. That's what we're here for. That other thing, we should have the link, even if you have to watch it later. Does not be now. So who's this person you're using? Who's that?
That was Jade.
Yeah.
Jade. Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna do it right now, Cryptic. She logged me in.
You're sitting on it.
Of course I am. Why
Why wouldn't you do it?
Why would I be?
I don't know, this just for some reason, Bob, this just does it for me. There's actually a couple of the other ones that I like, but this is probably the one cherry on top of my Geico. There's a
Pardon
lot
me.
of good ones, but this is my cherry on top of them all.
Okay.
Huh. 15 minutes can save you 15% more.
My God, shit.
Everybody knows that. Well, did you know the ancient pyramids were actually a mistake?
Phone number is 248-685-96.
They were supposed to be square.
Yeah, somebody's gonna get their head chopped off.
Awesome.
Back then you just didn't get fired.
That's awesome.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah,
That's
my favorite one. Because that Egyptian boss that looked at when the slave handed him that Egyptian boss looked at the blueprints, he knew he was dead.
He was like, I'm dead.
The Pharaoh's gonna give him a horrible death.
Johnny Cage.
We were
I'll
supposed
watch it
to.
one more time. One
It's gonna save you 15% more on car insurance.
Okay.
Everybody knows that. Well, did you know the ancient pyramids were actually a mistake?
Oh, like he knows his dad.
Oh,
They were
they
were supposed to be square.
Yeah. When the sparrow comes around the corner to see it, you know, not gonna be happy. It's kind of funny because if you're like this, Mr. I gotta think everything out, you'd be like, well, that doesn't make sense because they know the mistake, like right a long time ago. You gotta think of, you can't think like that. You gotta like think humor-wise, like just at the moment, you know, like you gotta pretend like it only took them like maybe like you know a couple weeks to build it. Not like.
That's another thing. I'm glad you agree with me that you know the pyramids weren't built by us.
Oh,
that would have been a sticking point for us if it turned out you thought the pyramids were built by us. I would have been like, no, man, no.
No. I forgot there was. I don't think that a single person, whether you want to call him the architect, whoever's in charge, or the slave, I don't think any of those were human. I don't think they were alien either. I don't think aliens had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
They're
the giants, right?
Well, there's this new thing that kind of I think I know a little more now. Have you ever heard, man? The Denisovans?
No.
Denisovans are like just recently in the last, I think like within 10 years they found another species of a hominid.
Yeah.
This is like scientists. This isn't one of those, you know, mystery journals. This is like real mainstream science. And these guys are bigger than us, but not like 15 feet tall. I think they figure they're like, well, let me say, I can't remember if they have the height here or not, but from what I heard, they're kind of like around 8-9 feet tall, sort of thing. And they first put them in a category of like the Neanderthal, you know, just a big humanoid species living in a cave, like, but then of course they're always wrong. Then they end up finding this bracelet. This is really weird. They found this bracelet with this like Denisovans, whatever, these like sort of like big ape men bones. They found a bracelet and it's has like a drill mark in it for the holes. Like actual, you can see the rivet holes or the grooves of a screw-looking thing that like a power drill into it. So once I heard about that, I was like, well, maybe these were this bigger race that everybody talked about that was around building all these giant monuments and stuff. Who knows? But I've been trying to find so much out on that on YouTube, but there's not much to find because it's so new. That bracelet, that really blew me away. Like, this bracelet's like 50,000 years old. How the hell did they do that? Because I'm positive that there was another, like, species, probably these things that I'm talking about right now. And they were at a good technology level, not like for space and internet, but good for whatever their level was. Like, and they knew how to build like big pyramids and all the monoliths all around the world. And there was some catastrophe, whether it was divine or just the way shit happens, you know, an asteroid hit or whatever. And there was something caused a flood, a worldwide flood, and a real bad one, which like wiped everything out and turned the switch on for an ice age. And whatever was left, I think it was those ones that they didn't have the knowledge anymore to do the stuff that their elders did because all their elders were wiped out, but whatever was left and scattered around, I think those are the ones that were like they used to hang out at the pyramids and be worshipped like by the Mayans, and that would worship them like gods, because they were like, you know, Mayan would be like 5 feet tall, 4.5 feet tall, like a Mayan back then, and these things would be like 9 feet tall. You know, you'd be like, hey, you're the boss.
Now, if only I could get you on board with the Spear of the Spear of Destiny. I'd love to have you on board with that.
It's just, I just...
We could use this...
What's his name? What was his name? What was that soldier's name? Not Lazarus. That was the guy Jesus brought back. I'm gonna look that guy's name up. He was a centurion. I think he was a centurion.
There was a guy on the History Channel claiming that he didn't give a name, but one of the rich men that he drove around claimed to have the spear.
Longinus Spear. I think that's how you say his name. Yeah, he was just a soldier, he wasn't a centurion. Yeah, see, I can't remember, maybe you'll remember, or I can also Google, there was a TV show on, right? A few years back, and the whole show was about that guy, the soldier that killed Jesus, and he can't never die, so he's like an immortal, and he's trying to do all these good deeds so that God will forgive him, but he never gets forgiven, and it shows you in the show he like goes through time, like from the time of Jesus, you know, and then they'll show him like in like the Civil War, World War I and II and shit like that, and then you'll see him like in Vietnam, and then you'll see him, you know, on Wall Street, you know. Do you remember anything a show like that?
Sounds like Highlander.
No, God, no, I know that. Let me see, I'm gonna look it up right now. TV show.
Yeah.
It's called Roar.
Roar. Was it broadcast here in the States?
Country of origin, United States and Australia was where it was. I think it's called Roar. Yeah, the 400-year-old Roman centurion. Oh yeah, and there's like this evil queen. Oh yeah, I remember watching this. When was this? Came out okay, it had 8 episodes due to low ratings. Those are the shows I like, Bob. I end up liking those ones where...
Then you love Birds of Prey.
Something happens, just like the Star Trek one, you know, like something happened and it's like... Yeah,
look up Birds of Prey. It was about Batman's daughter.
Alright, yeah, I'll do it right now.
And Batgirl, it only lasted a season.
Yeah. It says Birds of Prey TV show.
It's tight, man. It's solid.
First episode, October 9th, 2002. Final episode, February 19th, 2003.
You'd like it.
Sure.
If you're really if you're really into stuff.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
See, check it out.
I'll see it's going down on YouTube with that one. Yeah, there was another one I used to like too called Masters of Horror. And they used to have guys like Clive Barker and George A. Romero and Stephen King, guys like that write a short story. And they were really good, and I don't know why they only had 1 or 2 seasons and that was the end. And they had like Wes Craven, all these guys writing like a short of a story, like a brand new one, not one of their stories, like one they write for a 1-hour TV show. You had this one where the president's supposed to be like George Bush, because this is around the time when the movies came out, or the TV show came out, was probably when George Jr. was the president. And they had this one where he was going to win the election, and then, because he was getting most of the votes, and then all the dead soldiers from like the Iraq War, they all start like coming out of their graves, and they're all like these zombies, and everybody's scared of them, but they're not hurting anybody, and all they do is they vote. That's it.
The
They all
vote.
go vote. Yeah, and then that guy who's supposed to be like the George Bush guy, he loses. Yeah, that was it. It was strange.
That's the whole story. Okay, you want to see another strange one? The Caveman, Geico Caveman TV show. It only
What,
had
they have
one.
the Geico Man has a TV show?
Yeah, the Geico Caveman has a TV show.
Does he?
It's simply called Caveman, and it only lasted
Oh,
a
I didn't know
season.
that.
It
I
didn't-
never hated him.
It
But
didn't.
from the day one to this day, I do not like that fucking little gecko lizard. I don't like it.
It didn't get
It's the
broad.
accent. It's the accent.
It didn't get broadcast outside of the states because, like I said, that dumb rule that
Oh,
it has to have more than one season.
yeah, that sucks. Yeah, there's a lot of shows that people find years and years later, and it's too late, obviously, for the original cast to probably make the show again, but they become like cult classics, and it's just too bad that you have
The
wrong
TV show is
person.
just called Caveman.
Yeah, I never heard of that. Yeah, you just get the wrong person that can say yes or no to a TV show, you know, and they don't even watch it. Like just NBC producers and ABC producers, those type of guys, real jerks. It's really made it so fun. Lots of really good, a lot of really cool TV shows. That's one thing I should do one day I'm bored is look up TV pilot episodes that never made it.
Or the Aquaman pilot.
No, bitch.
I've never watched it all the way through, but I hear it's good. Okay.
I was never really big on Aquaman, to be honest. There's quite a few guys who talk to me about, and I just like, oh, I remember him as a kid. I like mostly, like, to be honest, like, I don't know why, but I prefer a lot of villains. But that's probably one reason why I liked Wolverine. I wasn't like a Wolverine freak, but I did like Wolverine because, like, Wolverine's like what I would call like chaotic good. I mean, he does what he wants and everything else, but when it gets right down to the bottom line, you know, he'll do good over evil. But
Okay.
He'll do it his way.
Okay, did you watch my
Yes,
Did
I
you-
did today.
did you watch my
like
Spawn
Bob-
video?
Yeah, I watched that one too. I watched that like the day after we were talking, or maybe I watched
Okay.
it that day.
Then you already know that they're coming out. They came out with a girl Spawn. They got lady Spawn now. What do you think of that?
Well, I don't really have
Isn't-
issues with stuff like that. I'm not one of those guys where that's like I hate everything if a woman's there. There's some things that I think, and I'm not being like chauvinistic. This is just how I feel. I just think some things that I don't like where women would be, and maybe that would work with Spawn. But just the one thing I'll give you an example that I don't like a woman being, and I never will. It's just because it doesn't feel right. It doesn't seem right. Is a female Doctor Who.
Yeah, and there is a female Doctor Who now.
Now, yeah, I know. And I know that also that a lot of hardcore, and there is hardcore, but man, that's really big over in England, in the UK. There's a lot of people pretty upset.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, somebody, vampire fans of Dracula, and the next thing you know, Dracula comes out dressed like a robot. It's like, what? What are you doing? That ain't right. Well, you got something against robots? No. Oh, screw off, man. Enough of that bullshit.
Did
That's
you-
what I mean. So,
Did you see that series of Frankenstein movies that wasn't about the monster? It was about the doctor way back when, and it had Peter
no.
Cushing in it.
no, but I know what you're talking about. I don't believe I seen it unless it was on like an Elvira, and I might have like not been paying attention. A lot of her shows that she had on were really bad.
That
You only cared
that
about
looks
when
cool.
She was on. You know, that's one person that Bucky likes a lot too, and he has a lot of videos of his Elvira. Like, I grew up on her. Like, I was like, I think I was like about 12 years old or 13 years old when I first saw her. That I remember what I'm about to tell you. That's when I first saw her. That's when I was like, wow, there's something about girls that are cool. I don't know what it is, but I was just like, I didn't really like them until I looked at her and I was like, something's different. And then I realized it's because, like, fucking, I'm growing up and Elvira's got these great big giant boobies and she's good looking, and I like, I'm a young guy and I just love watching monster movies, and here's this, like, gorgeous woman
For me,
just like a witch.
For me, this won't surprise you at all, but it was Mary Jane.
Mary Jane? Who's that?
Spider-Man's girl.
Oh, the red-haired girl.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I was like, Mary Jane's kind of...
The first time I saw her, she was a cartoon, because Peter Parker's girlfriend in the original, remember the black and white? When did that come out, in the 60s?
Yeah.
Before I was alive. I don't know. I'm gonna actually look that up to see when it came out.
Make sure you don't get mixed up with the live action TV show that only lasted
No, I know what we're doing. No, I know what we're doing.
Okay.
Okay. This came out in 1967. Way before I was born. Yeah.
Johnny
Stan
Cage.
Lee, of course. Voices. I don't know these guys' voices. I wonder who Peter Parker. Who was Peter Parker? Or Spider-Man's voice? Peter Storm.
You mean that was...
Oh, Bob, look at this. I'm reading. Okay, Peter Parker / Spider-Man. You know, from the old. We're talking about. Where you said don't get the wrong one.
Yeah.
The right one. From the 60s. Check it out. His name's Paul Soles, right?
Yeah.
A Canadian actor. Right on. I didn't. Now I did. Oh my God! All those times, us little kids growing up that loved them. As in, like, where I live. None of us had it.
Very easy.
Oh.
Moonshade Dragon Grotto.
It meant something. I had no idea. I don't even know who he is, though. Like, he also does the voice. Isn't that something?
In all the towns.
That's another thing too, Bob. How we talk about how I like bad guys more. And by the way, I'm back to your video watching. When the first time on Spider-Man, that cartoon, like the old one we're talking about, I saw the Lizard Manual that I don't know.
Yeah, the lizard.
Like a Dr. Lizard Man type guy.
Yeah,
I
the lizard.
Fell in love with that. I fell in love with that character, and I remember I wanted the toy. Like, because they had all the action figures, and I had Spider-Man, and I had, like, Incredible Hulk. But, the area I live in, back when I was younger, like, there was no really good stores, really good stores in the city. And I don't live in, like, we don't live near the city, and the city's like a good drive away, and my parents weren't going to drive all the way to the city to get something like that, but that's where you have to get it, because, like, the one place where I got my stuff in the little town, they had some stuff, they did not have him, man. Oh, I wanted him, and I remember I seen my cousin had him when I went to a family cottage, and
I know you were into Star Trek,
he had it.
but do you know that the Gorn was the Gorn toy was just the lizard painted brown?
Yeah, I would have loved the Gorn toy too, but they didn't even have I think Star Trek toys here. If you wanted them, you had to order them in the Sears catalog. I was into Star Wars, so I didn't give a rat's ass about Star Trek other than if it was on TV. I watched it when I was younger because you didn't have much choice when it was on TV to watch. And my mom and dad, they watched it when it was on. They liked it. And you did not walk downstairs and tell your mom and dad that you're going to turn the channel and watch the video. Mostly when you're like a kid. Mostly at any time. Never.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, they had... I want to tell you something about this game I play.
Right
You know
on.
how, like, I'm always playing that Fallout, right?
Yep.
Well, they had this event, and it was really fun. I want to make sure I give you the proper data. I'm going to look at it. Here it is. Okay, they had this event that was on from from September. Oh, I got it wrong again. Okay, from October 1st to October 14th, they gave us this mission, right?
Now, do you want to go pee?
The Xbox, this mission goes to 3 communities: the Xbox, the PC, and the PlayStation. So, because all of those guys got this game. So what they wanted us to do was these things called the Scorched. Everything's a Scorched. There's quite a few monsters all over the place called Scorched, and you can't help but run into them. But anyway, they had 4 rewards for us, and the rewards, they didn't tell us how. You have to unlock the reward. You have to unlock you have to unlock the set point to let you know what the next level is. So, for example, right away we killed 8 million Scorched as a community, and then our reward unlocked and told us what the next goal is. So the next goal, they wanted us to kill 15 million, right? And we did it, no problem. And then the third one, they wanted 20 million, and we're like, oh, all right. So we did that, and then they came out with this crazy number that's basically pretty damn close to. There's a good chance we're probably not going to do it, and they wanted us to kill 35 million, right? And we only have to do this in like 2 weeks, and we spent already the first week doing the other 3. So anyway, the bottom line is they needed us for us to get the final reward as a community. We had to get 35 million. We came in at 36.11 million. We just barely made it. So tomorrow we get our big reward. So we're all looking happy for that. This is pretty cool because every single downloadable content, Bob, is free. They don't there's nothing. They don't have like a hidden character and any of that stuff. Or everything is free, which is nice. And they said they were going to do that right from the start, and they did. It'd be nice if all games did that. Like Mortal Kombat, they're greedy. The guys who make Star Wars, who's that? They're the really greedy guys. Microsoft.
I can't complain about Mortal Kombat though.
Hey man, I already told you before. I bought Jason, Leatherface, and the Alien, and Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
No. No. Hey, shit. I buy things on Fallout. They have things where you can buy these things called.
But you know who owns Lucasfilms, which owns Star Wars, right? Disney.
Disney, isn't it?
Disney.
Yeah, well, they're the ones that.
And you know how I feel about Disney.
Any game that they touch, everything is like they want money for this, they want money for that. It's terrible.
Yes.
They ruined Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. They ruined that for microtransactions. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
They just ruined it. I mean, because you could become really powerful if you paid all this money, and other people that's not fair for other people. They should only be able to buy nice-looking clothing that doesn't affect gameplay. You know what I mean? So that's not fair.
That would be nice, though, Cryptic.
And these things are coming out constantly, Bob. These things, like a new gun every week that makes you better and better and better. So people have the money to be buying it. And so this was ruined.
The Fallout downloadables are all free according to Cryptic, Mom.
They all are. Everyone. My buddy, I don't know what it costs in the States, but my buddy...
Okay, Cryptic, I'm gonna be back, but right. I have to pee. So... Yeah,
go ahead.
Gotta go.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Okay. Tell him goodbye, Mom.